You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Maximum dog for history. I've been learning to drive for the past year, making slow but steady progress. Something I found I've been doing is watching how people drive when I'm walking along a road, looking at how they handle roundabouts, awkward junctions, etc. However, a couple of times I've been caught staring at these cars as if I'm glaring at the drivers. Brothers, how do I communicate I'm just watching and learning, not trying to give them a death glare? That's from Slow But Sure in Southampton. I mean, this is easy. Double thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, that is good.
Great work out there.
Double thumbs up, you're driving, yeah.
This is like we need a great job horn, but for pedestrians.
I
who are
actually
telling
would-
cars how good they're doing at driving.
If I were the driver, I would rather see that from someone on the sidewalk than someone like in another car next to me. Because that's the thing. I also do this as a driver, where sometimes I get hyper-focused or zone out or something, and I'm looking at someone, and then I forget like that I'm not just looking into a void or a television, and that's another human being. And then they turn and look at me, and we make eye contact for a minute. And if they like parked and opened their door and said, "Why are you looking at me?" I would have no answer to that. And so I'd rather look over to the side of the road and just see someone give me a big thumbs up. And that would probably make my day.
If a pedestrian tells you you're doing a great job driving, that's got to be one of the greatest compliments you can receive. Because when you're in another car and you see someone in a car and you're like, doing a good job driving, it's like, well, yeah, because if I make an accident and smash into you, the airbags and everything, like, will be all right. But a pedestrian is like, my life is in your hands right now.
Because the opposite is definitely true. There's a lady in my neighborhood who I often pass, and the look that she gives me is the most withered. And at first I thought it was just me, but my friends who have like come up, people I've talked to are like, oh yeah, that woman hates people in cars is the only thing we can determine. And so I have drastically, when I see her, I become the most textbook, like 1 mile under the speed limit, like driver I can possibly be, and yet still that with it. It's not just her permanent face; her face changes when she sees me in the car, and I don't know what I can do.
So you're saying that when she is not present in your residential neighborhood, you absolutely rip shit down the lane.
I'm just saying 20 miles an hour, that's nothing.
Is a joke.
It feels like a fucking joke. When I do that, like, anyone behind me is like, he's not really doing 20. I mean, like, I know what the sign says, but he's not doing 20, right? We can do 25, and it's fine.
Right.
Like, what's the fucking difference?
In a school zone, I get it, because their young brains aren't developed enough to know, like, I should not step in front of the big steel beast.
Right.
That is car.
And I watch for children. If I see that ball roll in the middle of the street, I stop.
Forget about it.
I get it.
Forget
I
about
know
it.
what that means.
If I see a ball roll into the street 2 blocks away, I swerve into a tree.
Absolutely.
I say, not even gonna fuck around with it.
Yeah, no way. I see a pinwheel like catching the breeze, and no, I will get out and punch my own car in the front like the Hulk to save that kid. You know what I mean?
One of those signs that's like, slow, there's children here. I will turn around and I will drive in the other direction.
I'll sell my car just so that there's no risk.
If I know there's kids not in vehicles, within eyesight of me, I will stop the car, park it, get out, and walk the rest of the way.
Sometimes I'll just 10, 20 miles without a car just in case, because I heard a child's laughter once in that city. You know what I mean? Just to be safe. But in a residential area, fucking gunning
tear that shit up, dog.
Yeah, dude. The best is if you can get that swirl of leaves or a big splash of puddle, and it's just like, I'm doing it. This is a car commercial now, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels good.
Oh, maybe the puddle splashes up on a kid carrying a big tuba in a carrying case.
Funny. But then you also feel bad because it's like, oh shit, was that a kid?
Was that a kid? I thought it was just a Sentient Tuba Case.
It was a scarecrow with a tuba, and they got you.
They got you.
That's how they get you to slow down.
Justin, do you want to say anything about car safety around children?
Huge important.
Okay.
Huge important, I agree.
Huge Jackman.
Now, kids, make sure you pay attention to this video. It's made by Huntington legend Justin McElroy. But you got to know the rules of the road if you want to take one of these beautiful steel beasts out there. Hi, I'm Justin McElroy from podcasts. You may remember me from podcasts. Huge important you slow drive around, kids. Thanks.
What's that?
They told me this video had to be 15 minutes, so now I'm going to show you how to Dougie.
Yeah, so I'm going to... I got a bunch of nectarines here. I'm going to squish them, and you imagine that's your head in a fucking car, you dipshit.
But I am going to eat one of these because I did skip breakfast on my way here.
Now, this video is going to start with a 10-minute me unwrapping and eating a nectarine, but you imagine that's like head blood from a car accident.
I'm going to be a brick wall. Oh, this nectarine is you. My hand is the car, I guess, in this scenario.
I'm joined by professional footballer Willie Refrigerator Perry. Mm-hmm. He's going to run into me at 35 miles an hour to show you something about cars and impact and what
So I'm you and the nectarines if you were eating a smaller person at the time of the impact. Okay, here we go.
I'm going to make Fridge Perry step on one of these nectarines. You imagine that's your head because you were trying to Dougie while driving.
Okay, here we go. Wait, where are you going? Fridge.
I remember one of those videos where they were like, wrecks are so like forceful and terrible that danger lurks all around. They said, I once came upon a scene where a box of Kleenex in a head-on collision had rocketed up from where they were being laid on the back seat in the window, had rocketed forward and like killed somebody. Yeah. And it's like, what do you want me to do with this?
I mean, step one, don't put your Kleenex back there.
So I can't, okay, like I took the Kleenex down, but like, are you really trying to like send me into a spiral of like, nobody fucking knows, man. Yeah. Box of Kleenex, that's how you could go out.
That's
Who
like
knows?
watching a Final Destination movie and be like, don't smoke in your car near a sewer pipe on the opposite end of a field where somebody is grilling some chicken, or else it'll explode and the fence will go through you and cut you into a bunch of pieces. It's like, we've all been there.
Do you guys ever think about Final Destination and wonder if it was just a PSA on behalf of truck drivers who have logs on the back of their truck, and it's just like the whole movie was paid for by those drivers to keep people from tailgating them?
Yeah.
Because that was, I think, the biggest result of that movie.
Yeah, I mean, I was already pretty scared of a truck carrying a bunch of logs on a place that logs aren't supposed to be. Like, we destroyed the logs so we could put down a road there.
Right.
And I don't like that the logs are kind of coming back. Yeah. But yeah, it was an effective sort of marketing tool for the anti-log sort of lobby.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope that just one last request. If you haven't done it already, we really rely on this. There's a lot of people that help make this show possible, by the way, not just us who rely on your generosity to keep the show coming. MaximumFun.org/join. Please take a minute and join. And show us your support, because we need it very much, and the show doesn't happen without you. And that can sound very big and sort of general, but like I'm talking directly to you.
Yeah, you.
Who's listening to this now. Yes, you.
Kenneth.
We need you, Kenneth. And if you just heard your name, Kenneth, well, now you got to do it. Also, Julie.
Ezekiel.
And Ezekiel and Stephen.
Jedediah. Abraham.
So thank you. If you've done it before, if you can upgrade, that's huge.
Rebecca.
Come on. MaximumFun.org/join. This gift too, but really, the gift is us. We're the gift.
Yeah.